I think we're good as cucumbers, baby.
Click clack. That's it.
Click clack. I was fucking your back. Da-na-na-na.
Maybe.
Did you do anything fun over the weekend?
No, I worked.
Oh,
both
you
days.
worked all weekend? Wow.
Yeah, I worked Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, that's what I did.
Damn.
So
That's a bummer.
yeah,
Did you did you at least get to have a fun little White Lotus finale to end your weekend?
I mean, we watched it. We watched it. I'm standing today. So.
I noticed that.
Uh,
What made you want to stand?
Abby's working from home today, and she's on like a call right now with a customer. So
gotcha.
and it picks up like everything. Hold on one second. The fucking dogs.
Wow, talk about bad timing.
There's no one outside.
Yeah, dogs. Come on, no one's out there. Fuck you. Get your shit together.
Go lay down. I have to be like she's where her office is.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally laying on the couch with TikTok on, and I mean I could like barely hear it laying in front of me, and she came out there. She's like, the computer is picking up your TikTok sound. I'm like, your fannies. How?
That's funny. What? Yeah. Like, how strong is her microphone and her computer to pick up all that shit?
I apparently it's very strong.
You should test it and like walk like be in the living room and just like say shit like, "Hey, Abby," hey. And just walk around and just get like a little quieter and a little louder and see which one she can pick up and hear.
No, she comes
up, shut the fuck up! What are you doing? And you're like, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm just trying to see if you can hear me.
Yeah, so I told her, I was like, I go, well, like I'm doing the pod at 2:30. I go, I guess I'll just stand in the bedroom.
She's like, yeah, you fucking better.
The princess has a dragon, you dumb cunt.
But
because she's like on the phone with the client and stuff, so I don't want to get her in trouble.
Yeah, true. But so you didn't like the finale? You didn't enjoy the White?
I mean, it was fine.
Tanya died. Portia and Albie are gonna get to hook up now, probably.
I mean, it was fine.
Aubrey Plaza and what's his face got everything fixed up.
Yeah, they just needed to cheat on each other.
Yeah, isn't that bizarre? So like this season kind of promotes cheating a little bit.
I mean, I don't know if it promotes it, but
it almost seems like go on a vacation and cheat on your wife, like almost, or I guess maybe not cheating, but what's it called when couples like swap partners?
Oh, like swing.
Yeah, maybe it promotes swinging instead. A little bit. Like, hey, swap partners and you might see some things differently, and then, you might end up...
Maybe.
Black dude's dingus in his mouth.
But I don't think that's what... I just think that's just where it went.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because swinging would imply that, like,
I guess
we were open and willing to swapping partners.
Yeah.
And stuff,
I do kind of like the idea. Taylor brought this to my attention last night, that maybe this season also is like Aubrey Plaza and what's her husband's name? I forget this every week. Do you know?
Ethan.
Her and Ethan. Maybe
Harper and Ethan.
Yeah, it's them becoming like the rich asshole that we see in White Lotus season 1 and that we've seen in this. Like this is the vacation that turned them into that couple, since he just got rich and all that stuff. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. That's kind of a cool idea.
Well, yeah, I mean, they definitely became the people that they didn't want to become.
Yeah. Do you think Cameron and what's her face will Daphne will stay together?
Daphne Duck.
Do you think they will?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think we'll. We probably won't get the same people.
Oh no! But I just mean, like, do you think the way they live? Do you think that's gonna be long term?
No, I wouldn't say so, because I think he knows that kid's not his.
Yeah. Oh my God, that look on his face when he's like flossing or brushing his teeth, whatever he was doing, and she's like, "Come say goodnight to the kids." He had to get into character to go be like, "Good night, kids. How you doing? I love you."
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
Yeah. But see, I don't know how somebody could do that. Like,
after a long time, that would get to you.
I mean, I know that he cheats or whatever, because he's kind of said that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would not want to be the father to a child that isn't mine.
So if you and Abby had a kid for, how old do you think that kid was?
I don't know, 6?
Yeah, about that age. And you
5, 6?
And let's say when he was 4, you had an inkling that he wasn't yours. You started getting the idea he wasn't yours. How would you deal with that?
It's kind of I feel like it's a very touchy subject because if you don't think it's yours, I mean, obviously if you think that like your partner's cheating or something,
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty much risking throwing the entire relationship away.
That's true, even calling them out potentially too.
And, let's just say, hypothetically, I'm in his position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I've raised this child for 4 to 6 years.
True.
As my own. Okay. If you go get a paternity test and you find out that it's not your child, she can make it to where I don't get to see that kid anymore.
Oh, that's true too.
So
so you think you would keep it a secret?
It fucks the kid's world up too.
That's also a thing you do got to think about.
Yeah, because like she could just say, "Well, you're not the father, so I don't want him in your. I don't want you."
Although
in his life.
If she is keeping it a secret like this long, then she clearly does want you to care for the kid. At least it seems like it. So maybe she'd want to stick around. But I feel like any situation, it could be so iffy.
But I mean, I guess the way I see it is, I mean, he's wealthy. He has money.
Mm-hmm.
So I think her thing is like, I live a good life. We have money. I go on good vacations. He cheats, but so do I.
So do you think she cheated first with that kid and that's why he cheats? Or do you think this is just this is how they've always been?
Yeah, I think this is just them.
That's just them?
Yeah, I would say that he cheated first, probably.
Do you think so?
Just because it seems like it goes back to college days and all that stuff.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's true, actually. Of him always stealing his girlfriends and all that.
Not to say that she didn't cheat in college and she hasn't always been like this, but to me, it just was never implied that this is how she was.
Do you think her and Ethan actually got it on?
I do. I think it was implied that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they actually all did. I think they did swap. Really, I think a lot more happened than Aubrey Plaza was saying. Because even when he kept calling her out and saying that she was a liar to her, he kept being like, "Harper, you're lying to me" and all this stuff. I feel like there was more, because that was one thing I kind of liked about it, and I could see I maybe you didn't like this, that there was so much information that was just kind of implied, or even scenes that like we don't know if either one of them actually cheated.
Right.
I kind of like that we didn't get any of the answers for that 100%. Like right when those scenes were going to happen, we cut away the other shit and stuff like that. I like that.
It leaves you to interpret it the way you want to interpret it.
Mm-hmm. I just know because like don't you like Fight Club because it ends like that? Just like that, don't you normally not like that?
Well, that's what I mean. Like I'm okay with it, but I would rather someone tell me what happened rather than
that's also why I really like
imagination.
Yeah,
roll with it.
Mike White's interview, he actually does give you a little bit of answers, basically.
Yeah,
he talks about Greg, and he's basically like, Greg will either get arrested, or if I have a storyline, kind of, I'll do something in season 3. It seemed like.
Right.
Like he seems like he really left himself open to do whatever he wants with Greg or anybody else, really.
Yeah.
But let's talk about.
Which, I mean, I was kind of bummed that we didn't see Greg again. Or
yeah.
You
I was so surprised that he didn't show up at all. Like,
who
the whole episode, I was waiting for him to show up.
I
assume just the gay guys. I think he was just setting them up.
He was telling them "I love you" and all that.
Oh, I guess true. Maybe it is his other family.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, we still don't know if he's sick or what kind of sickness he has.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It's little things like that bother me. But
one thing that I really did like, though, is in their, I think it was in their after stuff that they did, is they showed a clip from the end of season 1 with Tanya and Greg, and she's talking to him, and she's like,
I've had every kind of treatment over the years. Death is the last immersive experience I haven't tried.
So then, of course, season 2, she dies. And he said it's like her journey to her death, basically. Which is kind of cool. But also, like, it's such an accidental death. I loved that scene of her with the gun and just falling off the boat and everything. That was fantastic.
As soon as she shot that Niccolo guy, I go, she's dead. I go, she's dying.
Oh, really? I thought as soon as she got the bag and ran in that room, I was like, well, Tanya's not the one dying then. And then when she was fumbling on the thing, I was like, oh, she's clearly going to fall and hit her head here. But I thought for a minute there, I thought she was totally going to make it.
No, yeah. As soon as she shot Niccolo, the first guy, I go, oh, she's dead.
Can you imagine being in her shoes there? Like being on a boat, knowing another boat's coming with a mob dude or a mafia dude to come fucking tie you up and throw you in the river or whatever they were going to do?
Yeah. 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 I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's craziness, but yeah.
I did tell Taylor I would have loved it in the finale if it ended up because when she found that picture and she's like, oh, it kind of looks like Greg. And like
wild theories.
People are like, obviously it is Greg, but she's like, it looks just like him. It's uncanny. I was really hoping that these guys, like, she was gonna think they're killing her, and it was all gonna be like filmed and like music, like they are like mischievous and gonna get her, but they're just nice, normal gay dudes, and she was gonna kill them by mistake, and this guy was just gonna look like Greg, and I thought it was gonna be something like that. But then it turned out just to be as simple as no, they were just tricking her the whole time.
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
I love the line too when she's there and I think she's talking to the captain, and she was like, Greg doesn't even know any gay dudes in Sicily, although he did insist on coming to Sicily.
Yeah, I know.
Just like
it was pretty funny.
She's so smart but so dumb at the same time. That's like it's like you never ever know what she's gonna do.
Yeah, she's very strange woman.
I'm also completely surprised that Portia didn't like call the police or tell the people at the airport there, like, oh, was that Tanya that was dead because these guys were gonna get, like, she just completely let it all go. After that guy dropped her off.
Told her.
Yeah, but I just assumed that she would say something. Instead, she just swaps numbers with Albie and gets the fuck out of Dodge.
She's strange too. So
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she's back. And
I was gonna ask you that. Do you think like Albie or Portia,
like Tanya's fucking character, like just
I saw one theory that the next season of White Lotus would be happening while this one is happening, and Laura Dern will be in it, and like that's why she can't talk, and like it'll be like the same. But I was like, I doubt that's gonna happen. People just really want Laura Dern in it.
Was that a picture of her when he was looking at his phone?
It didn't really look like her. I'd have to look at it again, but we were like, oh, I don't know. Is that not going to be her? But then it was her again on the phone. It was Laura Dern again for like the 10 seconds she was there.
I don't know who that is. I saw him looking at the pictures, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's her. And I go, I'll have to. Yeah, Laura Dern. Oh, yeah.
I think now we've Googled Laura Dern 3 weeks in a row on this podcast.
Oh, you maybe have. Yeah, it didn't. Because that lady had black hair in that picture.
Yeah, it did look bizarre, but that makes sense for them just casting her as a voice actor. Then it doesn't matter what she looks like, but it is weird. Like, why not use a picture of her if you got her?
It would be. I would like to know how much she got paid for doing.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Or if it was just like a favor, or like why she did it. I bet you we'll get some kind of story like why Laura Dern did White Lotus season 2, and then it'll be a whole thing, People will be like, bro, I didn't even know she was in it, and then I'll be like, we talked about it for 3 fucking weeks.
What?
And then you'll ask me who Laura Dern is.
I'm like, who is she? Where is she in? Where is she from? Oh yeah, that's right. Stupid Jurassic Park.
What do you think that Albie and his dad and his grandfather, all of them, will like? Do you think their relationship is better now, or do you think they're all the same? Because they were checking out that chick too at the end, all like they were the same person again.
They're all three.
But he did put in a good word for his dad, and they had that talk. So maybe, but I feel like they're just gonna fall into old habits probably.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's like almost the big theme of the show is everything just goes back to how it was.
But see, that's where I think that Albie thinks he's better than his dad and grandfather, but in reality, he's not.
Yeah,
he's just like him.
He's just a modern day version of them.
Right.
It is interesting. I was very surprised that it ended up actually being a scam because it seemed like on Albie because it seemed so obvious it was always going to be a scam and that wasn't her pimp and all that stuff. And then she just grabbed the money and left, and I was like, oh wow, it's that simple. Okay.
Yeah, that's simple. And then she goes and high fives the dude who's like works at a hotel or something.
They could rename this show. Oh, it's just that simple. And it
is. I mean, they could.
And make a little more sense.
They could. Yeah.
But yeah, I did. I wonder like if there'll be what connection to season 3 that like any of this will have, since they did connect season 1 with Portia, or not Portia, Tanya, and so like Tanya and Greg. So like I told Taylor, what if, because in his thing he kind of hints that Greg could come back in season 3 when he talks about him. What if Greg and his other family go on a vacation?
Could be something of that
something
nature.
like that. Did you think that when they were fighting in the water that one of them was gonna get fucked up there?
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, I thought it was way too early. I was like, I don't think anyone dies till like tonight or the next morning, maybe.
Yeah.
Although it was weird. Did you when Cameron was floating in the water after their fight, and he's just kind of floating away, and then it cuts to the water, and they like reverse the footage of the waves going.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
We were like, that was. We thought like, oh shit, is he gonna get like sucked up in a wave and like gonna die? And then they were like, then he just showed up at dinner. So we were like, oh fuck, okay, I guess that was just a cool shot. But there was so many ominous shots like that I was like, oh, someone's gonna get fucked up by the volcano they keep showing or something. But I think those are all just metaphors.
I was confused with the tornado, the volcano too. I'm going, what, like they don't mention that at all, and then all of a sudden it's just
we were watching. I was like, what the fuck is that? A volcano in the background?
Yeah. I'm like, I get it. It's like symbolism or whatever you want to call it. Like everything's coming to a head and it's all exploding like in the show. But I'm like, it's weird that they wouldn't mention that shit like at all.
Yeah, not even like, oh, we're coming here specifically because it's going to erupt or anything like that.
Right. Or it has a chance to erupt. I mean, I guess that always does if it's active.
It's true.
But I'm no volcanoist. I know that's not what they're called, but
I like that. We're gonna rename them here though. Now they're volcanoists. Anybody that likes volcanoes. Would you like to hear a little sneak peek of what season 3 can be from Mike White himself?
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. I would love to hear that, Mike. You got Mike.
I think the third season, it would be maybe a kind of satirical and funny look at death in Eastern religion and spirituality, and it feels like it could be a rich tapestry to do another round at White Lotus.
So what do you think about that? He wants to do it.
What do you mean do another round at White Lotus? It's the fucking name of the show.
Well, that's what he's saying. Do another round of the White Lotus. Do another season. Do another round of it.
Yeah. Well, I know that's what I mean, but what else would you do for season 3?
Well, he just means because like he didn't even intend to do season 2, so he was like after season 2, hey, let's do it again. Why not?
Is season 3 renewed or we don't know yet?
No, it got renewed after like episode 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's been renewed for a while. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But Abby, I think Abby said her guess was like, and I could be wrong. I can verify for next week, or whatever. But I think she said she thinks it's going to be in like India or something like that.
Oh, really? I heard that people think possibly Japan because apparently he wanted to do Japan before Sicily. So they think maybe now, especially that he's doing death and all this shit, maybe he will go to Japan, but we'll see.
Who knows?
I'm curious what the cast will be like, especially because it's just getting bigger and bigger now. Like, are they going to go crazy or will they just go like some random people in Aubrey Plaza and some of this shit again?
I would say season 2 had a bigger cast than season 1.
I would say depending because at the time you had Sydney Sweeney, you had fuck, I don't even know who else is in it. Let me see.
I can't think of her name. Connie Britton.
Alexandra Daddario's in it. She's pretty big.
Connie Britton. I like Connie Britton.
Yeah. I really like season 2. I feel like you thought it was okay. Are you gonna watch season 3 when it comes out?
I mean,
probably next year or the year after.
Yeah, I mean more than likely, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I know this is a little off topic, but I saw that they're just gonna start filming season 3 of Euphoria in February.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, they haven't even started filming that
I know,
yet?
these kids are going to be 47 years old and still be in high school.
I'm like, I mean, it's been a while I can't remember when season 2 was out.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it.
I mean, it's been a while.
See. Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. I'm like, they're just now going to start filming season 3?
Season 2 last air date. Let's see. February 27th of 2022.
Okay, so a year ago it ended and they haven't even started filming season 3.
Yeah, that's wild that it ended that long ago and they haven't even started yet. I mean, at this point, especially because season 2, it was good, but it wasn't as great as season 1. Like, I almost don't even care, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I'll of course watch it because it's an HBO show that'll be on, and of course, but for sure. I kind of forget that it's even a show sometimes.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because when season 1 was out, I was fucking so excited every Sunday to watch that show. I loved it.
I mean, I thought it was good. Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it. I would say I enjoyed that better than White Lotus. But...
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But so we were talking and we decided that we were gonna do Last of Us on here.
Oh yeah.
But that doesn't come out till January 15th. So we're gonna do some Christmas movies in the meantime. I guess probably only like 2 weeks of Christmas movies, and then we'll switch to something other kind of movies or whatever, because then it'll be January. But
that's gonna be a Sunday night show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me double check that, but it is HBO, so I just assumed so.
It definitely is because because our wedding is the 22nd, so I probably won't be doing a podcast on the 22nd.
No, yeah.
Because we'll have everybody.
That'd be funny. Imagine. No, we still got to.
So you might have to do that by yourself, or we could do it later in the week or something.
No, I figured. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh fuck, that's gonna come up big time. So I was like, that'll be interesting. Yeah. But so we're gonna do Last of Us. We're gonna do some Christmas movies. We actually have to decide what Christmas movie we're gonna do next. So I told you that we could do a bunch of different genres. So what genre of Christmas movie would you like to do first? My I don't know, my favorite my Miss American Pie.
My thought process would be, let's maybe start with classic.
Oh, do a classic. Okay.
Just do like a classic Christmas music. My recommendation is it's actually one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's a Wonderful Life. That's my favorite.
I've never seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, that's like my favorite one.
Okay, we could just do that one first if you like. I've never seen it. I would
say that's a classic one.
All right, let's just do that, and then I'm gonna look up any more movies. We'll do It's a Wonderful Life, Perfect. And then next week we'll decide what the hell other.
Did that pop up on the list that you just Googled by chance?
It was, yeah. I just looked classic. It was that and Elf and the Grinch and Rudolph, all that shit.
See, I wouldn't consider Elf a classic. It'd just be like. I would consider it more comedy. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I love Elf. It's one of my favorites too. But we usually watch it every Christmas season. But yeah, I would consider that in like a comedy.
Yeah, I feel like it's also like, I mean, it is older, but I feel like it's not old enough to be a classic, kind of, you know?
It's very weird. Well, shit. I mean, I don't know. I think that came out in like 2006. It's been out for like 15 years or something like that.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call a 15-year-old classic.
What? I mean, would you consider Home Alone a classic?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Okay. So It's a Wonderful Life next week then.
Me and Taylor have been watching. It came out December 7th, 2003.
So it's almost 20 years old.
Okay, well maybe it is a little classic-y.
Okay,
I'll give it that.
I would still put it in a comedy genre.
But maybe it's a comedy classic.
It could be a comedy classic.
Do you have any other Christmas movies that you would like to do after that? Because we could do it'll be the second one of the Christmas movie that we do will come out on the day after Christmas.
Okay. I mean, I love Elf. I would be Elf is good. I like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like the claymation one. Mm-hmm. That's classic. But
I can see you hopping around being like, I'm cute.
Yeah.
Like
I fucking love that movie. It's funny because that was a made-for-TV movie. It was like made for TV really? back in like 1964 or something like that.
I used to get so excited when they would play all those on ABC and you'd watch that, and then there'd be like a little Santa Claus movie, and then like there was sequels and Rudolph would show up again. I'd be so excited.
Yeah. Of course, all of us. What was that?
My Alexa's trying to warn me because it's storming.
Oh, Are you guys getting rain over there right now?
It's either is or it's about to. I can't tell from my window.
You gotta have Nikki go out and play in lightning.
Oh yeah, I'll get him a little umbrella and a little thing. He'll get him a key. He'll be like, "What's his face?" Trying to make electricity.
It's funny. That's funny.
I mean, I want to Google really quick if this movie is
absolutely.
Let's see. Hold on.
I don't know how long it is.
But is it really on Peacock? That could be perfect. Let's see. Oh, it is. Okay, so what do you feel? We watch It's a Wonderful Life this week, and then next week on Peacock we watch a horror Christmas movie, Krampus.
I mean, sure. I guess
it's got Adam Scott. I think you will enjoy this movie. It's a pretty bonkers horror movie. I think so. The font of it is like icicles that spell Krampus.
Yeah.
But
it's funny because
it's a pretty wild one. But I think you'll enjoy it, especially because we've had Krampus and Warzone, so I think that'll be kind of fun too.
Oh, David Kochner's in it. Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Okay, so we'll do It's a Wonderful Life, and then we'll do Krampus, and then we have a couple weeks before Last of Us that week, like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah,
that we could fill with. Maybe we'll watch some New Year's movies or something. Are there New Year's movies? Can you think of any New Year's movies? Let me Google that real quick. We have a couple minutes left to pause. Let's see.
So it's a 1947. It's a Wonderful Life. It's from 1947, Jerome.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's 2 hours and 10 minutes.
They say, have you seen About Time before?
I don't think I have.
Oh, that's a fucking wonderful movie. That was one of the first movies in my, memory recent years that had made me cry.
Wow.
Yeah, I fucking love that. Apparently, that's a New Year's movie though. I don't know. I don't. It's about a guy and like only his family, like the men can do it. They can time travel. They have to like go in a closet and like they think about or like a dark area. Think about where they want to go and they can go there. But he does it to like kind of get girls, and then he meets his girl and they end up falling in love and all that stuff. But then he goes back in time and keeps talking to his dad, and it's like kind of like a sweet movie.
That's cool.
But I like it. But I don't remember maybe they meet on New Year's possibly. I don't know. I'm trying to think what's New Year's about it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
But
I don't know. I don't think they make New Year's movies. Maybe they do.
I can't think of like what would the plot be? Like, oh, we got to get there before the ball drops.
Yeah.
You know?
Could be like we could watch a Lifetime movie. I'm sure there's Lifetime.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we could probably find a lot of old let's see.
Yeah.
But so before we wrap this up, is there any last things that maybe you've thought of about White Lotus or anything before we wrap up the podcast?
I don't think so.
Is there any characters you think that will show up in season 3, or any of these characters that you'd want to see more of in season 3 or anything?
I mean, I liked Ethan and Harper.
So if they showed up again, you'd be like, oh, cool.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I wouldn't really. I could if Portia or anybody like that showed up, I'd be like, okay with it. But I feel like I've seen enough of her. She's kind of annoying.
Yeah, she's annoying.
I actually did think. Did you think the Essex boy was gonna fuck her up, like pop a cap in her ass when he pulled over or something? I thought he was gonna blast her ass.
Yeah, but I think he actually liked her.
I think he did too. But the way he was like biting his lip, like when she was like, "Oh, you fucked your uncle," when she called him out for that, I was like, "Oh fuck, she knows too much. He's gonna have to get her."
For sure.
But
I mean, it wouldn't have surprised me.
Yeah, but apparently, he has a heart. And he saved her life.
So you fuck your uncle?
Also, I did want to ask you, too. I think we only have like a minute here. We have 3 minutes. Okay, plenty of time.
3 minutes.
When they showed the leg and all that stuff in the first episode and then the last episode, did you think it looked kind of different? I feel like it was a complete different body in the first episode than what we saw in the like. I know they showed us different angles of Tanya.
Yeah.
But how the leg did not look like someone wearing a dress in the first episode.
I would have to go back and look.
Unless the first episode they showed she found the body that was like one of the dudes, but and when they showed the footage again, she also found Tanya at least. So I don't know. It kind of confused me.
Well, but none of the other people were in the water.
Well, one of the dudes jumped off the boat.
Yeah, but she didn't shoot him.
So I thought he drowned or something because wasn't there like 2 body bags or something that they had on the beach, something like that. 2 or 3.
I mean, I guess he could have. Yeah.
And then another thing that I thought was confusing, and maybe it's just a red herring, and we'll have no idea, or maybe the other girl was, I don't know, a deleted storyline, but Rocco, is that his name? Rocco, the guy that the receptionist lady was dating?
Oh.
He had a black eye in the first episode when they were talking about who's dead on the beach and all this stuff, and he's like, oh, there's multiple bodies, I don't know how many.
Che sta faccia?
Un ospite annegato.
Che?
He's got a black eye and his like face is kind of fucked up. They never ever show what happened to him.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that.
I saw a TikTok a day or 2 before the finale, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna pay attention any storyline with him or on the finale to see what's going on with that, and never showed it. So I don't know why he's got a black eye, but maybe he's got some fucked up things going on in his side life.
It's possible.
Yeah. But any last things you want to say to the people before we wrap up this Bachelor pod?
I don't think so. I think that's it. Nothing else to say.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe. Remember, we're watching It's a Wonderful Life next week and Krampus the week after. Don't get your movies mixed up. And then on January 15th, watch The Last of Us. So that way, a couple days after that, you could hear us chit-chat about it.
Chit Chat McGee.
Yeah, and then obviously there might be an episode or two that maybe it's just me talking about Last of Us. We'll see.
Possibly.
We don't know what's going to go on there yet, but we'll see. Oh, but yeah, so we'll catch you guys next week for It's a Wonderful Life. I'm pretty excited. I've never seen that.
Me too.
So
Me too. I'm excited.
Fun. Hopefully it's not horrible. Maybe that'll be my White Lotus, and I'll be on here like, making all the noises.
You might not like it, and that's okay.
I think I will, though.
Like
I like a lot of Christmas movies.
Yeah.
But all right.
It's like a sentimental movie. It's a good movie.
Would you say afterwards you'd be like, God, it really is a wonderful life?
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, peace out, Girl Scouts.